Welcome to The Stacks, a podcast about books and the people who read them. I am your host, Tracy Thomas, and today is The Stacks Book Club Day. We are joined once again by co-host of the Two Black Girls, One Rose podcast and friend of this pod, Justine K, to discuss our pick, Luster by Raven Leilani. Luster is a striking debut novel that dives into the messy and complicated life of Edie, a young Black woman trying to figure things out in New York City who decides it's a good idea for her to enter into a relationship with a married man who is in an open relationship with his wife. The book brings us all sorts of juicy and divisive situations, bad decisions, power dynamics, racial implications, and more. We talk about it all today with Justine, and there are spoilers on this episode. Be sure to listen to the end of today's episode to find out what our December book club pick will be. And a quick reminder, everything we talk about on today's episode, like books, pop culture, everything, you can find that in the links in the show notes. If you love the show and you want more of it, inside access, you can head to patreon.com/thestacks and join the Stacks Pack, which is our bookish community, or you can sign up for my newsletter, which is at tracythomas.substack.com. Both of these places support the work that I do. Both of these places give you exciting inside access to the show, perks like voting on our Stacky Awards, our monthly virtual book club, things like bonus episodes. Also, each platform offers different perks, so you can check that out by going to patreon.com/thestacks and going to tracythomas.substack.com. And I should say, now you are able to gift a subscription to either Substack or Patreon to anyone in your life who loves books, who doesn't know they need this community. Give them a gift. Let them try it out. And if you're not able to right now, I get it. You can do one thing that is super impactful and helps the show that is completely free. Leave the show a rating and a review on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen, and be sure to tell a friend about it. I know that seems so basic, but when you tell a friend, I listen to this podcast and I love it, they're more likely to listen to it than anything else. That's the number one way people listen to shows. How did you find this show? Someone probably told you. So yes, please leave a review, tell a friend, show the show some love. I love you guys. Thank you. Okay, enough. That was too romantic. Now it's time for my conversation with Justine K about Luster by Raven Leilani. All right, everybody. It's the Stacks Book Club Day. I'm so excited. Friend of the pod, podcast host herself, Justine K is back. Justine, welcome back.
Oh my gosh, thanks for having me. I hope I sound okay. I'm worried. You're really smart. I'm worried I'm going to sound dumb.
You're going to sound great. You're not dumb. You're very smart.
Thanks.
Justine, I didn't say this, but I said it in the real intro, but just in case you skipped through that because you're a smart podcast listener who doesn't listen to intros, Justine is the co-host of the Two Black Girls, One Rose podcast where they talk about reality TV. And if you haven't heard her talk about that, you can go back to her first episode from the beginning of the month and listen. But today we are talking about Luster by Raven Leilani. Mm-hmm. There will be spoilers, people, just so you know. This book is the story of Edie, a Black 20-something living in New York City who enters into a relationship with a much older man named Eric, who is white and married and has a child and is in an open relationship. Edie and Eric have a thing that's going fine. It's going good.
Mm-hmm. It's fun times. Yeah.
But then Edie does some stupid things.
Yeah, she pushes
it.
Yep.
And the wife gets involved. Her name is Rebecca. Rebecca gets involved.
Of course it's Becky. Becky gets involved.
Becky with the good hair. Becky is there. And the book takes off from there. So that's sort of the premise of Luster. We always start here for book club. What did you think generally of this book?
Yeah, I would like to thank you for bringing me on for this episode. I have been reading cheesy romance novels for so long, Tracy, that I am not used to this sort of writing anymore. It was such a treat to read this kind of writing.
Yeah.
And overall, I thought it was a really, really good book. I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was very well written. And the story, while there was a lot of detail, right? Which felt like it was almost like a lot of responsibility for the reader. There was a lot to remember.
Yeah.
I thought overall there's so much to dissect about this character and so much to forgive about this character.
Yeah.
But if you think about it long enough, you can forgive her for every mistake she made in this book. And not a whole lot of unlikable characters are written that way.
I love this. You're so forgiving. Wow.
Thank
You
you.
are, though. Sometimes on the show, there'll be like a person who behaves so badly, and you're like, I could see myself in her. And I'm like, she's literally a murderer and like a child molester, but I'm glad that you feel great about it. Okay. I like that. So I like this book. A lot of people going into the book were like, this is so like, this is such a, like, I hated this book. It's so divisive. Like, someone told me this was an even more wild choice for me to pick than Colleen Hoover. And I was like,
no,
that's unhinged to say. This is like, feels right in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
I love a novel with an unlikable, quote unquote, unhinged female main character. If a woman is making bad choices, I want to read about it. This book is totally in my wheelhouse. I had a great time with it. I really, really liked it. I loved the questions it brought up about race and power and sort of the performance of those things, about pettiness.
Oof.
I mean, I don't think it's a great book.
Yeah. Right.
But it was a very good book. It is a debut. I will read whatever Raven Leilani writes next for sure.
Yeah.
And I really like the storytelling. Like, there's parts in the book where she's like going off about random shit. And then all of a sudden she's like, and then I looked over and Akila's face down like underneath a police officer. And I was like, what the fuck did I miss? Like, I was like, whoa. Like, she keeps that energy of Edie, which is like in first person. So we're in Edie's mind. She keeps Edie's correct energy the entire time. And so overall, this was like a big yes for me.
Yeah, I agree.
I sort of agree with you that like everything bad Edie does, you could sort of forgive, but I actually don't feel like, I feel like she made stupid and reckless choices, but she doesn't do anything that even needs forgiving or is harmful, in my opinion. Or am I missing something? Am I forgetting something?
No, I mean, sneaking into your boyfriend who's married's house, not great.
Yeah, that's not great. The door was unlocked, so she didn't break in.
Is that, well, yeah, technically. Yeah, right.
I mean, I guess my point being is like, she didn't do anything like legally wrong.
That's what I told my fiance. He was like, when does this happen? I was like, this happens all the time. This is the whole premise of Fatal Attraction. This, like, the girlfriend sneaking into the house, going through the wife's clothes, happens all
bunny
the time.
Boiler. Yeah, it is
boiler.
It's a type of woman, a bunny boiler.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I think that is probably her most egregious
action. Right?
Yes.
She has really specific feelings about women that I would love to chat about, and really specific feelings about men. And I think those are forgivable. And maybe even like fucking the whole office. Okay. Can I curse on here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking the whole office was a little unhinged and wild.
Sure. I mean, again, I guess, yeah. I mean, bad decisions. But ultimately, she's just hurting herself in all of these bad decisions.
True. Okay.
Like, she's not hurting others. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yes, I forgive you, but Edie, you have to forgive yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I love Edie more than...
You need to learn to love yourself, Edie. You are enough as you are. Okay, well, yeah, let's start with her opinions about women.
Okay. By the end of chapter 6, I realized that she has this really great amount of empathy for men. Men's excuses are always extremely emotional. Eric is feeling like this. That's why he's an alcoholic. Eric has a black daughter, so that's why he is so far removed from Akila in their relationship. But he looks at her lovingly like a dad, so it's okay. But with Rebecca's like, or Rebecca specifically, but also any other woman in her life, which is definitely due to her relationship with her mother, are always plotting against her. The other girl, black girl at work,
Aria.
Yep. The two people who fired her, Rebecca, even the daughter at some Akila at some moments, she's very sensitive around her because she doesn't want her to like detonate.
Ooh, interesting.
You know?
Yeah, I hadn't hadn't picked up on that exactly like as articulate as you said it. Like I didn't, but yes, of course, you're right. Also, we don't, yeah, I'm trying to think about how she talks about Mark, the guy from The Office, because he was remember, she thought he was plotting against her.
Yes, he did. Yes, she did. She did. Yeah.
I mean, she's pretty paranoid.
Yeah, she is.
She is pretty paranoid.
Yeah.
Did you feel like she was an unreliable narrator?
That's a tough question because of how this author wrote. As you said earlier, she wrote her so true to voice.
Yeah.
I kind of always expected the next. I was like, oh, she's taking a pregnancy test. That tracks.
Yeah. I thought she was pretty reliable, even though I didn't think she was very likable. But like, there were not many times where I was like, wait, what'd she say? Like, I don't believe that. There was a few moments. There's one moment where she talks about, this is like such a nitpick, but she talks about like she's hooking up with Eric and she's like, oh, he slid his hand under my shirt. But she had already told us she was wearing a dress. And I was like, wait a second. And I know that's like not a big deal, but I was like, a shirt is not a dress.
Yeah. Yeah. I think it is.
But that was like one of the few times, it was very early, that I was like, oh, is this an unreliable person? I do think this idea that she's like paranoid around women, though, is pretty accurate. Though, to her credit, all the women in the book are out to get her.
They are.
Arya does take her job and calls her mediocre.
I know.
I love that scene.
I love it too.
That was so good.
It's such a function of white supremacy, right? It's such a crabs in the barrel moment that she has, where she's like, I can't be associated with you, even though I fully took you, even though we're fully interchangeable to these white people.
Right.
Which is
and before that, what I thought was so interesting is that Edie does pick up on that, but she picks up on it differently. She thinks that Arya is out to get her job and that she doesn't like her because she was too angry too quickly in front of her. That was her understanding of what had happened. And Arya's like, would have loved to be friends with you, but you suck at your job and I can't be associated with your mediocrity because I'm trying to work my way up and you're in my way.
Yep.
And I just loved that, like, Edie's right, but she's not right about the why behind the situation. And I just found that like really fascinating as like a intra-blackness conversation.
Yeah. And the two Black girls who are allowed on the floor.
Right.
Which I've had that same experience at a publishing company, which is very reminiscent and nostalgic for me to read about. There was just me and one other Black girl on my floor. At a publishing company. It was my first job out of college. I was 23 as well. Yeah.
Oh, is this your memoir?
No. My life is thankfully not this interesting. Thank God.
Oh, wait. Here's the conversation between the two of them. I just want to read it. So this is Edie. Edie says, please, I was a liability to you, I say, holding the smoke in the back of my throat. Well, yes. She lights another cigarette, smiles, but not like you think. And then Edie says, you're going to tell me again what I think? And Arya says, you think because you slack and express no impulse control that you're like Black power, sticking it to the white man or whatever, but you're just exactly what they expect. Like, I understand wanting to resist their demands, but they can be mediocre. We can't. Mediocre? I can't be associated with it. Like, there is actually a brief window where they don't know to what extent you're Black, and you have to you have to get in there. You have to get in the room. And if I have to, I will shuck and jive until the room I'm in is at the top.
Ooh, that shuck and jive then.
Yeah.
Chill down the spine.
Yeah. I mean, it is a very specific type of Black person. And I'm assuming Arya is also young.
Yeah.
And I think that's also like an extremely young mindset
perspective
of Black people who maybe have like been in predominantly white spaces.
Yeah.
Like publishing. But I just found that. And I feel like what's so great about the book is like Raven Leilani does all of that in half a page, a quarter of a page.
Yes. Another reason why I'm sure that we both love this book. It's only 227 pages.
I know. 227 and it's perfect.
Oh, thank you, Raven. Oh my God. I'm starting to venture into the like Kennedy Ryan sphere. I'm trying. And
those are longer.
Oh my God, 400 pages? Why?
Yeah.
So this was a treat.
I like it. I like it tight. Anything under 250. Because honestly, I was like, I would have done more of this book.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there are scenes I would have loved to have. Anyone who's listening to this who listens to the show a lot will know that I love a murder.
Ooh.
And when that gun first showed up on page 125,
I
said, oop, this is Chekhov's gun. You know, there's like this thing where it's like with the gun appears. That's like how you, and I was like, we're getting a murder. We did get a dog killing.
Yeah.
But I thought we were getting a murder. And then it comes up again when she's like, can you put this gun in my purse? And I was like, reminder, we're getting a murder.
Yep.
And so I was sort of hoping we were getting a murder. And then when the dog was killed, I was like, oh, juicy. And then she was practicing to see if she could get away with it. And now she's going to kill Edie.
Yeah.
But
I thought the same thing.
Yeah, but I loved the gun reveal. I just loved the ways she like revealed little things to us in like a sentence here or a moment there. And I was like, this is so like I felt like Raven Leilani thought that her readers were intelligent.
Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of respect for the reader here.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about. So the first half of the book is really like Edie at her job, fucking Eric, hooking up,
weird roommate, weird apartment.
Eric, weird sex stuff,
weird, calling back to childhood. Every last one of these kinks.
Very weird.
Yeah.
Won't have sex with her for a really long time. I'm assuming that's because he feels weird about it because he's been married for a long time and like he still feels guilty about the whole thing and maybe like doesn't want to go there. When she brings him to her filthy
oh my God, her
apartment.
Nasty ass apartment. You know why I thought he was holding out too? They had their black adopted daughter for 2 years, right? This is probably the first black woman he's been around in a sexual manner ever in his life. And he's like 50. So he's like kind of treading lightly, doesn't really know what to do. There's a lot of emphasis on Rebecca's body versus Edie's body.
Right.
And him exploring those two bodies, I think he was very nervous.
But we actually don't get a great sense of Edie's body.
No, just the bra scene with her and Akilah shopping for bras. She said that she has big boobs. She talked about her boobs, I think, twice during that scene, and there was one more. Yeah, but that was
we know that she's bigger than Rebecca, but not that much bigger because she does fit in the dress, but the dress is tight. So they're like the same size, maybe one size bigger, but that is there. This idea of like these different bodies. I mean, and the way that Edie describes Rebecca's body lets us know that it is different than hers because she's like so fascinated by the shape of the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And her narrowness and her angular body, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yes. And her very small boobs.
Yeah.
She talks about her small boobs a lot.
Yep.
Something I noticed because I too have small boobs. And I was like, you know what, Edie? Leave us alone. Some of us are flat cheskas. Was that you have big boobs? You wouldn't know, but that was a thing boobs. People used to say. They used to call us flat cheskas.
Flat cheskas
instead of Francesca, flat cheska.
Oh my God! Come on, guys.
Elementary school, nailing it.
What?
Hey. I guess middle school because I don't.
Yeah,
I think most kids are flat chested in elementary school.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh my God,
we love it. We love this for me. Yeah. Not complaining. Very happy with it. Flat cheskas. Sorry, what were we talking? Oh, we're talking about Eric. Yes. Okay. So it takes a while for them to like have sex.
Yeah.
Can't do it till he takes her back to his literal home, which is rule number 5.
Yes. That Rebecca wrote down in pen and paper, which I thut was so shady.
She's nuts.
She's nuts. This could have been an iPhone shared note.
Yeah. I mean, but she fucking knew. She probably wrote it down because she knew this dude is not shit and he was going to break them. They promptly broke every rule. The rules were no unprotected sex, even though he's quote unquote sterile. 2, if Rebecca calls, he has to go.
Yep.
3, Rebecca can change the rules at any time.
Yep. Love that rule. I love how it's
Four.
number 3 also, and not number 1.
Yes. She's like, oh, this other thing. Rule number 4 is, which is a new rule. It was a late addition. He can only see her on the weekend.
The weekend.
Yeah.
I
have. Yeah, only on the weekends.
Yeah.
And then rule 5 is she's not allowed in the house.
In the house. Yeah.
They break all those rules.
Every last one of them.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, you knew they were gonna. I mean, I think she sets it up by saying, like, here's how we broke all the rules.
Yeah. Yes.
Which was great, too. But, okay, so the power dynamic in this book between these characters, I mean, I think that's something we'll probably spend a lot of time on because there's so much in here between the power dynamic. But from the beginning, Eric is in control of this situation between himself and Edie.
Yep.
He doesn't share very much information about Rebecca.
Yeah.
He picks where they go. He orders the food, the drinks, everything. He decides when they're going to have sex or not.
Yep.
He after he goes to her room, he recognizes how poor she is.
Yeah.
And he basically is just like feeding her.
Yeah. Right.
Like taking, like, it's basically he's exchanging food for sex even if they're not necessarily having sex right away.
Yeah.
I just don't know I mean, it sounds so fucked up to me now as like a 38-year-old, but I'm just thinking, like, are there 23-year-old young women in New York City who are saying no to this?
Oh my God. I wouldn't.
I don't think I would.
Married, I would, yeah.
But open relationship.
Open. But
you've got rules from the wife. So you know the wife at least is like consenting to the thing.
Yeah.
And it means that you don't have to be tied down with this old man.
That's true. The only rule that would give me pause is that number 3, that she can change the rules at any time. That tells me she's not comfortable with this at all.
Sure. But you're 23.
Yeah. Right. So I actually don't know that. Yeah. So
like at 23, that rule just says, like, to me, like, she just like wants to be she wants to have control over the situation. Yeah. And like, but again, I'm 23 and I'm getting to go out to nice restaurants and have like nice drinks and nice food. And I know this guy's married, so it's not like I'm like getting my hopes up. And like, there's even a part where he's like, "I'll leave my wife for you," and she's sort of like,
"Oh my God!" And she's like, "Please don't do that.
Don't do that." Like, so I do feel like she has a good grasp of the relationship with Eric.
Yeah.
I don't think the Rebecca part, she's fully got a good grasp.
No, like the marriage part of this. No, not at all. But she can't wield her power until he said, "I love you" by accident. And then she was like, "Oh, okay, I got to pull this car over."
She does say earlier that him having been off the market for so long makes him vulnerable and wonders if it's unethical for her to exploit that. And I think that's really interesting because to me, she has so little power in this situation, even before Rebecca is part of it.
Isn't she always part of it?
I mean, even before she knows Rebecca, like Rebecca enters the relationship, like, you know what I mean? Like, but just between the two of them,
that's true.
It's interesting that she thinks like, oh, I'm going to exploit him, because I just didn't. I mean, maybe I guess maybe she is exploiting him for these nice dinners. And
for nice dinners, for companionship, for validation that he's attractive. I think that's why a lot of men go out with like younger women to make sure they like still got it. Especially ones that aren't like formal sugar daddies. They want a lot of validation in their manhood and their masculinity when they're dealing with younger women. I think too, even the way that Raven portrays Rebecca's name and how irregular it is and how she cannot find this woman.
She can't find her.
And she can't find her online. And the frustration of her not being able to find her online.
Yeah.
Really, that's when Edie realizes that her power is diminishing. She's like, wait, I don't have a handle on the situation at all.
Yeah. Interesting. I don't think that Edie ever realizes her power is diminishing. I don't.
Really?
She never acknowledges that to us.
She never acknowledges.
Like, she never says, like, this thing is out of control.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like, she never really has a moment of, like, reflection on, like, she's just living her life.
Yep. Day by day.
Yeah. And I think what's really, really smart about this book is that, I've heard from some people, this is one of the complaints with the book, is that the book starts in one place and sort of ends up in a totally different place. Mm-hmm. And like the relationship with Eric sort of just like fizzles out and disappears. But I thought that was like really true to life, because I can think of, I mean, just like when I think of friends, like there's people that I meet for one reason and then I go to a party with them and then I meet someone else there and I'm like, oh, you're actually my friend. And I don't ever talk to that other person anymore. Or like I sort of didn't mind that, because it felt like Rebecca sort of took control of the situation. And like Rule 3, the wife can change the rules.
Yeah.
And she very much does.
God. And she does, yeah, all the time. And informally changes the rules pretty frequently. Yeah.
Right. And like pretty drastically. I mean, the first time. So let's get to the scene where Rebecca and Edie first interact, because that is the best scene in the book.
You think?
I mean, that and the party.
Yeah, the party.
Like I think of that whole thing as one scene, because she never leaves the house. So in my head, that's all one scene. But after Edie goes to the house with Eric and they have sex, finally, and Eric says he loves her after she calls him daddy.
Oh, yikes.
Oh my God, it's such good writing. It's so smart. Oh my God, it's so good. Yeah. Unhinged Edie decides to go back to the house, like just cuz. Is she going for a reason? No, she's just going.
To me, she just filled in the woman who goes to go through the clothes of the wife.
Yeah, but she's not going like, oh, I left my shoe or something. Nope. Like she's just going.
No, she left her dignity, girl. She left her dignity there. She's still looking for it. Yeah.
So she goes to the house. The door is conveniently open. No one's home, she thinks. She goes inside, straight to the bedroom, straight to the closet, paws all over Rebecca's clothes, just sifting through.
Yep.
Dun, dun, dun. She turns around. Guess who's there? Rebecca. They stare at each other for a second.
Yep.
Then Edie runs out of the house.
Yeah.
Rebecca chases her out of the house.
Yeah.
And falls down outside in public in front of her neighbors on the cul-de-sac.
Oh my God, the drama.
Mortifying.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would argue that outside of this one moment in the entire book, Rebecca is in control of the power. But this first initial interaction, just fucking embarrassing as shit.
It's so embarrassing. Even
Rebecca.
Thinking about Rebecca's obsession with fitness and obsession with her body, to think that she could not get her when she got outside that house. Oh, so metaphorical too. Her marriage too. Her marriage is run wild, girl.
Yeah. Get a divorce, sweetheart.
Get a divorce.
Get a divorce. Edie turns back around.
Because now she feels bad.
Now she engages.
Yeah. Yep.
Biggest mistake of the book.
I know.
Keep running. Get your ass to New Jersey Transit, girl.
Yep.
Get on a train.
Yep.
Get yourself to Penn Station.
Yep.
Rebecca's like, I'm not going to hurt you. I just wanted to get a better look at you.
And why he would choose you.
Yeah. There's some subtext.
She's like, oh, this is what he really wants. Okay. Yep.
Okay. If you are Rebecca, but you're Rebecca, and you're in an open relationship.
Right.
And your partner chooses someone who physically looks totally different from you.
Yeah.
Different race, different body type, younger, or much older. What are you thinking?
That I have to leave the marriage. I gotta go. I don't even think this about like celebrity crushes. I get like annoyed if it's.
What do you mean?
The opposite. Like I can list all of my sister wives of my fiance. You know what I mean? His like hall passes and everything.
Yeah,
they're all black girls with big asses. Like, and that is also me. So it's fine.
Huh?
Yeah.
So you'd be more upset if they were different from you than if they were the same.
For sure. Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm really insecure. I have a lot of body insecurity. So I would be like, damn, he really does like this better.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I would be okay with it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, well, I can never be that.
Yeah. He's just trying out a different flavor.
Like
right?
if someone like would look like me, I would be like, oh, she's the hotter version of me.
Oh.
So it's like a different kind of, I would be like, oh, it's like a fetish or something. And like, he's just into like girls that look like me, but like, I'm not as pretty as Tessa Thompson or whatever, like, I don't know why she popped into my head. I think because she's adapting this. And she sort of was my type.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
So I feel like I feel like if I'm Rebecca, while I might be like surprised, I would probably be like, well, that's fine. I'm never going to be that.
Yeah.
But I think it's also different if you're a white woman and he's picked a younger black woman. But, I can't relate to that.
And you just adopted a black daughter who you don't know how to do her hair by choice.
Oh, yeah, that would be weird. Because when the daughter comes up, I think the note that I took is Eric's a creep.
Yeah. Eric's a freaking weirdo.
He's a freak.
Yeah. Yep.
It's creepy.
Yep.
And there's clearly some weird daddy thing because he comes after she says daddy, this daughter, he's picked this woman who's like the daughter, but there's also a scene where Rebecca and Edie are doing the cadaver thing the first time when she drops the food off and has lobster bisque in her shoe.
Oh my God.
And she says something about her dad being dead. And Rebecca's like, does Eric know about that?
Yeah.
And she's like, no. And she's like, oh, okay, that's good. He doesn't need to know.
Yeah, he doesn't need to know. Yeah. Keep it for yourself, she said. Yep.
So he clearly has daddy things.
Yes. Savior things, perhaps, maybe. I don't know exactly. They don't go into Eric's past, which I'm very thankful for. I don't need to know any more about Eric than I already do.
Yeah. I feel like I know what I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know about Rebecca's dad?
No.
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 We don't know a lot about the Whites' backstories.
No, we don't. She fits into such a type of human being that I'm so familiar with. So I'd never bothered to even be curious about her.
Yeah. Wait, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to talk about this type of human being. Valentine's Day is upon us and I've got love on the brain. Love for books. Duh, of course. Hello. Did you forget what podcast you're listening to? I love bringing you all great reads, exclusive author interviews, and behind the scenes book gossip. But I can only do that with your support over on Patreon and Substack. Our Stacks Patreon community, also known as the Stacks Pack, is where you can go for book club meetups, a private, very active Discord, and a year-long mega reading challenge to help you achieve all your reading goals. Plus, you also get that monthly bonus episode. Now, over on the Substack, you can subscribe to my newsletter, Unstacked, where I keep the book conversations going. I also give you a healthy dose of sports and pop culture, definitely some hot takes happening over there. And again, that bonus episode. If you don't have a few dollars to spare, don't worry. There are free options on the Substack and the Patreon to get you a little extra Stacks magic. Making this podcast is a total team effort, and by supporting my Patreon and my Substack, you allow me to support my amazing team that makes the show possible every single week. So if you or your friends are looking to meet other book lovers and support this indie podcast, come hang out with me on Patreon, Substack, or both. I would love to have you. And since we're talking about love, you can gift subscriptions to the Patreon and the Substack for that special reader in your life. For the Stacks Pack, head to patreon.com/thestacks. And for the newsletter, head to traceythomas.substack.com. And also, there are links to both in the show notes. Okay, see you in the Stacks. Okay, we're back. We're here to talk about the specific kind of white ladies like Rebecca, middle name Moon.
Becky Moon.
It's unfathomable.
It is.
But it is a specific kind of white lady. So
it is. Yeah. I know this white lady. I went to private school for a very long time. I went from 5th grade to 12th grade. I know that this lady uses the tennis courts to like keep an eye on her kids. She has eyes in the back of her head. She has eyes everywhere, but she also does whatever the F she wants to do whenever she wants to do it.
Yeah.
She has a staff of people who feel so guilty for dropping any ball on her dime that she is so controlling of every situation that she's in, but appears as if she is like welcoming, a hostess, a team mother, will make the pulled pork sandwiches for the night before the game. Like that type of woman. I know this woman.
Not a pulled pork sandwich. I thought it was like an orange slice. I've been momming wrong. Fuck. I've been bringing orange slices.
Oh no, girl. You got to make the whole pasta dinner before the game.
For a 9 a.m. soccer match?
Yeah, they need the
the night
carbs.
Before.
The night before.
Oh. I was thinking like snack at the game. I was like, I've been bringing pirate's booty and orange slices. Very scared. I'm okay now. Thank you. I'm off the hook. She is also so petty.
Petty spaghetti.
And so cruel.
Yeah.
She is deeply cruel, Rebecca. I mean, obviously the first bit of cruelty is her inviting her to stay for dinner.
I know, and giving her the dress.
And then giving her the dress. This
Yeah.
dress that's too tight, restricts her body.
Yep.
But she invited her to stay for dinner. That is extremely different than inviting her to stay for your anniversary party with your friends.
Yeah.
Where you're going to sing an a cappella version of In the Air at Night by Phil Collins.
Oh, why, Becky? No.
You've seen How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
I have, yeah.
It reminds me of the scene where like Andy starts singing You're So Vain.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. And then she does all those ad libs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
It is like, it would be a scene in something where people are wasted and it happens. But as far as I can tell, she's stone cold sober because they're not serving alcohol at the party, which Edie notices.
Yeah. Because Eric
doesn't drink. Eric's sober. Big air quotes. That's that dinner party, that anniversary party.
I also love how petty Edie can be in her descriptions, I will say.
Yeah.
My favorite is she is, I suppose, sexy in the way a triangle can be sexy. Talking about Rebecca. Woo!
I guess a triangle, I mean, I think a triangle with 3 different sides, like one really long one and one sort of short one.
Yeah. She says
isosceles.
Yeah. There's different types of triangles, maybe.
I only know 2. I know there's a third, but I can't think of the name. There's equilateral, isosceles. Oh, scalene.
Whoa.
Did I pull that out? I didn't even Google that, people. Now I got to double check, though.
See?
Scalene.
You see why I was scared
triangle.
to come on this podcast? Girl, scalene podcast.
Okay, scalene is the kind I like. Scalene's got 3 different. Isosceles has 2.
Yeah.
2 different legs. Yeah. Okay, I did have to Google that part. But I did come up with scalene. Yeah. I know people at home were probably in their car or whatever, like listening, being like, scalene, you dumb bitch. Scalene. And then I said it and they were like, ooh. Because sometimes I get DMs when people are listening to the show where they'll answer something I eventually get to, but I can't figure. Like, I got a message. Someone was like, it's a little princess from our last conversation.
Oh, yeah.
And then they were like, oh, you figured it out. It's like, I did.
Yeah.
But scalene, guys, I got that without Googling.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes. No, saying someone is sexy in the way that a triangle can be sexy.
That is shade. I love it.
But is triangle the sexiest shape?
Definitely not. No. Definitely
What is the sexiest shape?
In my head, a circle.
Oh, no. No.
Why? What do you say?
Circle is a happy shape. Circle just I'm a circle. I am round. I'm perfect. Look at me. I'm a circle.
Yeah, it can mold. It can move. What do you think, though?
No, a circle cannot. A circle is a circle. It cannot mold and move. It has to be equal distant from the center all the way around. It can bounce, it can roll, but it cannot change. Yeah. Then it becomes like an oval or something.
Oh, okay.
I maybe triangle is the sexiest. Maybe a trapezoid.
Yeah,
sexy.
The trapezoid is a good one.
A trapezoid? Definitely not a square. Definitely not a rectangle.
No.
I think when you start getting into like hexagons, pentagons, there's too many sides for me.
I think
too much shape.
I was going to say
going on.
rhombus, too much.
Yeah. Well, a rhombus is a trapezoid technically.
Okay.
Rhombus is any four-sided shape, and then there's different rules. So like a square is a rhombus.
Right.
A rectangle is a rhombus.
Okay.
A trapezoid is a rhombus. A diamond is like a four-sided that's, anyways. I think I'm going to go with triangle. Specifically scaling. Really one long side on top, a short height, and then a medium width. I don't know. I'm sort of into it.
Nice. Shout out to Rebecca. Triangle. Sexy.
I guess I'm into Rebecca. Rebecca's sort of my type, I guess. I don't know. I sort of love this triangular woman. This is not where I thought today's episode would go. Okay. I have to keep telling the story of this book because I keep getting distracted. So I want to talk more about these people. So Rebecca's cruel. She goes to this party, whatever. Eric takes Edie home on the night of the anniversary. And Rebecca's like, what? It's our anniversary. And he's like, yeah, bitch, you did this. I'm going to drive her home.
I'm going to drive her home. You sang Phil Collins in front of everybody.
Yeah.
I got to go.
Acapella.
Yeah.
That song needs the drums. It's crucial. You can't just fucking do In the Air at Night. You need the I can feel it
coming in the air tonight. And
we need the drum down, okay?
And girl, you haven't sang any other time in this book. I know you're not a singer.
Oh, yeah, we know she's not a singer. So he takes her home. They hook up aggressively in the car.
Yeah.
Because he says, I want to hit you. And she says, do it.
Go ahead.
He hits her twice, hard as fuck. This is really the twist of the entire. This is where the book
You
turns.
thought so?
Not that, like, I feel like this is the turning point in the book. After this scene, the whole shit shifts.
Yeah.
Up until this scene, the book is one thing.
Yeah.
He hits her hard. She goes to work the next day and gets fired. Like, this is the scene in between, like, that delineates for me the beginning of the book and the rest of the book.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't mean it's a surprise. Like, I didn't see it coming. Obviously, we knew there's a lot of physical violence in this book.
Yeah.
A lot of physical violence. And just like, not even just like hitting and pushing, but also Rebecca's job. She does autopsies on veterans. Like, that's a really violent, you have to use a saw and you have to cut, it's a lot of like really intimate, gruesome. Physical, gruesome stuff going on throughout this book.
Yeah.
After that, Edie gets fired. She starts to do like a delivery app to deliver food. She delivers some lobster bisque and a saw to, you guessed it, Rebecca at work. And then Rebecca's like, takes her back to the house.
Yeah.
While Eric's out of town for like a week.
Yep.
And Edie moves in.
Yeah. Yeah. I think what interested me so much about that exact delineation you were talking about is that Edie is constantly looking for physical affirmations that she is on this earth. I feel like she's constantly kind of like floating around, and that's why her decisions are so bad, because she doesn't really like live here. She really is like a figment of an imagination or an idea that she thinks she was a bad idea.
Right.
Between her parents. And so she's trying to constantly figure out, am I here or not? And Eric gave her the validation that she is here. So much so that she moves in to his house and raises his daughter.
Well, and Rebecca gives her that validation too. I mean, Rebecca's like meanness towards her and curiosity about her, but also the thing that's so interesting about Rebecca, and I think like, especially in light of the election and like some of the conversations I'm seeing online around white women, in addition to her cruelty, she is generous.
Yes. Yeah.
It is generous even if it is manipulative generosity.
Right.
Like, I don't think it's generosity without strings, but she is, we think, giving Edie an allowance.
Money.
She does let her live in her house.
Yeah. She gives her soap and toothbrushes and clothes.
And I think like my read of it is like she's trying to assuage some sort of white guilt.
Yeah, white guilt came up a lot in here.
White guilt. I also think she feels like one of those people that when she does something mean, she just has to overcorrect and fix it.
Yep.
That like the cruelty is tied to the generosity in a lot of ways.
For sure. Yeah. Because she doesn't want real karma to come back and get her.
Yeah. It's like transactional. Like she gets off on being mean and she also gets off on like being the savior, like doing the right thing, you know, being a good white person. And I mean, this will surprise nobody. Unfortunately, Rebecca is my favorite character in the book.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm not saying I like her. But I'm the most interested in her. Okay. Every time she is on the page, I was excited. Like I loved reading this really fucked up lady. Like Eric was meh to me, and I liked Edie a lot, but I felt like I think because the book is in first person, we get to see Rebecca more clearly than we get to see Edie because Edie's not always reflecting on herself. Exactly. So like just like in the way that the book works, Rebecca is who we're seeing. I'm only talking about the main three. I'm not talking about Akila because I don't think it's really fair to make her like a favorite character because she's so peripheral. She's in everything, but she's so peripheral to the book.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was gonna say she's my favorite.
That's because you're nice. And I like a crazy bitch. I love a crazy woman. I know we're not supposed to call women crazy, but
these are crazy women. Call
Rebecca?
Yeah, these people are crazy for sure.
There's no other words for her.
Yeah, I was really interested in Rebecca's mom's story. Like, who was that person raised by, especially a person who would adopt a child without wanting to be a mother in their heart of hearts. And
like an older child. They adopted like a 10-year-old or almost 11-year-old.
And she's doing all the things. She's taking her to karate class. She's taking her to Comic-Con. She's like doing all the things, but she's also low-key abusing her, telling her to go on a run, telling her to count her calories.
Not doing her hair.
Not doing her hair, which is the first cardinal sin. Rebecca,
but no, listen, I'm a mixed child. I have a white mother. Right. I am lucky because my white mother has curly hair.
Oh, okay.
And also my hair is not, I have like mixed hair. Yeah. So it is similar to my mother's hair.
Right. Yeah.
But I know a lot of kids with Caucasian mothers a lot of black kids with Caucasian mothers who
in
had hair problem. Well, I mean, back in my day.
That's different. When I see people, I mean, we all, right, as black women whose hair grows up, whose hair grows in different curl patterns, whose hair grows into we all learned on the internet. Girl, get on the internet and learn how to do somebody's hair. What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Oh, God, it makes me so angry.
It is a very clear indication to me if a white woman has, or a white men, have black children, and their hair looks bad. Those white parents don't know black people. They don't have black friends.
Nope. They have none because
they might know a black person, but that person is not their friend because if that person was their friend, they would protect that child's hair.
Yes. And they don't think that child deserves to look beautiful. They don't know how it's even possible. They don't know the road to beauty for that child's hair.
Yeah. Woo! But then again, on the flip side, I do see white people whose kids' hair looks bad, just they have white kids. And I'm just like, well, what's your excuse here?
Yeah. Well, they just don't care, I guess.
I guess they don't care about hair, about looking presentable. I don't know.
Yeah.
As my dad used to call children who looked like that, he used to call them ragamuffins.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah, a little ragamuffin. And they got Akila out here looking like a ragamuffin.
Oh, God. like a ragamuffin with these
and her
synthetic
hair's
wigs.
falling out.
Her hair is falling out. She did a relaxer by accident, which is a lot of... And I love how she did the relaxer by accident, and Edie then goes immediately into her I did a relaxer by accident story.
Mm-hmm.
So many Black women have that story.
I mean, I really did love the relationship between Akilah and Edie, especially by the end.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do think that like it gives Edie a sympathetic
Yes.
a sympathetic relationship because she doesn't have any in the book.
Right. Maybe that's why I like Akilah so much, because she makes Edie likable.
Yeah, she does. She helps Edie in the eyes of the viewer or reader. But also I like it because I feel like Edie is, while I like her, she is so self-absorbed. And it's like the one time she sees outside of herself is like this child.
Yes, that's true. That's true. And even in that, she has to see herself in the child so many times in order to get to that level of generosity and gratitude for her. Yeah.
How about the first fucking time we see that kid?
Oh my God.
The party.
You thought she was a ghost?
I was like, because we don't know that he has kids, but I just assumed he has kids and it was going to be like these like two little bitchy ass white kids. So when they're like, there's a Black child here, I was like, the nanny brought their child to the party. Like I was like, who's this Black child?
Who is this child? I just knew it was Ghost.
Yeah,
that was
it was haunting her.
It was haunting her.
It was the ghost of Edie past.
Yeah.
Okay, so after Edie moves in, Eric comes home a day early. Oh, and we discover that Rebecca's into like mosh pits. Again, more violence.
Yeah.
More physical violence. There's a violence kink in this book for everybody.
For sure. Yeah. And it also makes her feel present, I think.
Like we're talking about that same. I mean, I think that Edie and Rebecca have a lot in common. They are very similar in their what they like, what they need. I think that's why they end up having this like weirdly intimate relationship.
Very comfortable.
Did I read this wrong? Why did I think that Edie and Rebecca hooked up? Isn't there a scene, not at the end with the painting, but the scene where they're like in the kitchen and it's like, they like run her fingers through her hair and then it sort of like ends the chapter or the section.
Yeah.
And I thought they were fucking.
Yeah.
But maybe not.
I thought so too. I thought there's no way that the writer would not go into what Rebecca finds pleasurable. There's no way she would deny us of that. Raven, you wouldn't do that to us, right? That's why I would think so. So I think maybe she almost got there. But again, the physical touch just reminding everybody that they're here on this earth and not in their own head making these decisions for the plot, thinking that this is the Broadway play of their life.
Right.
These crazy people are doing. But I thought so too. I know exactly what you're talking about.
You're right. I would have loved to see a scene where Rebecca is like,
oh my God, with another woman? Kinks with another woman? I would love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Or even like when she sees into Rebecca and Eric having sex.
Ooh.
If like that was actually a pleasurable scene for one of them, specifically Rebecca, like that would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Edie sneaking around, painting everything.
I know, thinking
she's a creep too.
Banksy.
In a different way. She's like creepy. It's giving creepy crawlers. So yes, Eric comes back. He does a full silent treatment for like a lot of pages. For like, let's see, for like 25 pages. Then they start hooking up again.
Yeah.
Wait, what prompts them to start hooking up again?
Hooking up again. She walks into the bathroom and he's in there shaving and listening to the
weather. Right, downstairs in his like man's lair. That's right. That's right. He's listening to his like weird records that he thinks he's saving, but they're all warped anyways.
Right. Yeah.
Eric, you're such a loser.
I know, he's such a loser. He thinks he's so cool because he likes disco.
Do you know who he sort of reminds me of? This is my favorite loser. I hate him.
Oh, who?
He sort of is giving Drake. He's sort of giving white.
Aubrey
Yes,
Graham.
giving Aubrey.
Yeah,
Aubrey
he
Graham.
does.
That's correct.
He does.
Like he thinks he's like so cool and so hot and like can handle his liquor so good. Not the drink. I don't know anything about drinking, but just like the whole thing. He thinks he's so fucking such hot shit.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, your little girlfriend and your wife are like weirdly besties and like your records are warped. He can't get it up.
Yeah.
Like there's just like so it's just like it's giving loser. And when I think loser, I think Drake.
Yeah. That's accurate. I love that he's your favorite loser. That's such a good loser.
Maybe not favorite. I mean, he's like my, like when he's like, if I open the dictionary to loser, that's what I see as Drake. And I just want to go on record again because I've been calling a Drake a loser long before Kendrick. I was on Sam Sanders' show last fall screaming about what a loser Drake is. I'm like, this guy's such a dork. What a loser. Because I also think calling someone a loser is like such an extremely like pointed insult. I think like calling someone an asshole, like sure, everyone's an asshole. But a loser, you're a loser. You're a virgin who can't drive. It's very that coded.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, so they start hooking up again. Then Rebecca like maybe catches them a little bit or like sort of knows. So then they start going to like hotels and stuff.
Dangerous.
And then this bitch gets pregnant.
She sure does. She's reckless.
He told her he was sterile.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
He said, I'm sterile. That's why they adopted the kid because they couldn't get pregnant.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know if that's a lie or it's just, you know, like sometimes people think they can't get pregnant and they can.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't read it necessarily as like a malicious lie, but also I didn't read it as an actual accident. So maybe somewhere in between.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then they're fucking and then it almost dies. He becomes unresponsive at the hotel. And that's really the end of things for Eric. He is revived, but Eric, it is over.
It's over.
We never really see Eric again for the last 35 pages of the book. We see him puking at Comic-Con because he's done shrooms.
Yeah.
But he becomes a nothing after this scene. Oh, I found the note. On page 190 is where I thought that Rebecca and Edie have sex. Because I wrote, I've been waiting for this. Edie and Rebecca fucking finally. My notes are so crazy. Okay, here's what it is. I look at her face and see her irritation, but underneath it, something curious and more fixed. And I wrap my arms around her and regret it until she reciprocates, which she takes her time to do. Her body shockingly hard as she pulls me in and runs her fingers through my hair. All of her ingredients, the formalin and ash and under-eye cream, clarified at close range. Blackout. Yeah. The next day is when she goes to the Days Inn with Eric.
He passed out at a Days Inn.
At a Days Inn. And then also after this is when Rebecca is like, you need to go.
Yes.
Because I guess maybe her and Rebecca don't hook up, but clearly Rebecca wants to, and she thinks that she's like won the battle. Because clearly there's a battle between Rebecca and Eric for Edie.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I think she thinks, oh, I did it. And then they're having sex at Days Inn and he nearly dies. And she realizes that no. And then this is where maybe Edie has the power.
The
like
most
she's
control.
Playing them.
Yeah. Especially the influence that she has at this point over their daughter.
Yeah.
Because officially now she knows more about their daughter than they do.
Right. And she's connected with her.
So,
okay. Yeah, that's good. So I guess there's like one way to read this where it's like Edie has all the power, and then there's another way to read it where she has none.
Yeah.
But again, like she doesn't have a home. She doesn't have a job. She's living with these people.
Yeah,
she is sort of at the whims of these people.
Yeah.
But as we find out later, once Rebecca kicks her out, she is able to find a home and a job. So it's not like she's unemployable or housable. Or whatever.
And I don't think homelessness bothers her. And I don't think unemployment bothers her that much.
No. Well, she clearly found a job in a house pretty easily working for these white people.
Yep.
As their babysitter, sex object, and companion. Yeah, she's a sex worker, babysitter, and like best friend all in one. Yeah. She gets a unspecified allowance.
Artist too.
Why the fuck does Rebecca shoot the dog?
Oh my God. I think the dog, I guess, is a reminder that like there's stuff going on around her that's out of her control. Because she's always saying that damn dog, I can't stand the dog. The dog's always barking. No one else hears the dog barking. But she hears the dog barking. But the dog also is this old lady who's like peeking through the windows, always staring at them. So maybe she hates that old lady.
Okay, I have a metaphor.
Oh, tell me.
What if Edie is the dog and Rebecca is the old lady?
Oh my God. Probably looking at Eric across the way.
Rebecca's always peeking around, poking her head in, looking around. It's like grown up Rebecca is this old lady and Edie is the dog, and Rebecca fucking hates Edie.
Yeah.
She kills the dog version of Edie.
Yeah. Oh my God. That is so accurate. That is so good.
I mean, that's how I see it. There might be a better answer, but I sort of also like the idea that
no, I love it.
That the neighbor is just another version of Rebecca.
Yeah, that's exactly who Rebecca's going to turn into.
And then they fucking call the police for like a week
on
the street over a dead dog.
Because
what are we doing here?
Because the police have nothing to do.
Nothing to do. You live in New Jersey.
I sure do.
Like
I know
in your
exactly what they're talking about too. It is exactly what it's like. We had a domestic violence situation. I lived in Essex County too. We had a domestic violence situation upstairs from our apartment, one apartment ago, me and my family. And the police would come in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Because they had nothing to do.
Not in New York.
No. In New York, you got to call 311. They don't come till the next day.
Right.
You got to log in online. It's the whole thing.
Gotta get in line.
Yeah.
Gotta call Eric Adams and tell him to go fuck himself.
Yeah. Find him at a hookah lounge.
Yeah. Okay, so the dog is killed. We don't know who did it, but we know who did it.
We know who did it.
We know it was Rebecca.
Yeah.
We know it was Gun Girl. But then the police come and harass the two black girls on the doorstep of the home.
Yep.
And what I think is interesting about this book is it came out in 2020. And so it came into a world that was very interested in this scene, but it was written before.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, to me, that part of the book felt the most contrived and like the least interesting.
Yes, definitely. Yeah.
I think she'd already said all of that.
Yeah.
Without having to actually give us the scene.
Yes, I thought so too. There was a moment right after she got fired on page 84. Where she says that she thinks of her parents, not because she misses them, but because sometimes you see a black person above the age of 50 walking down the street and you just know they've been through some shit. You know, they said thank you as they bled. And that despite the roaches and instant oatmeal, you are still luckier than they have ever been. I thought that was more than enough for me.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't need the police brutality.
That section is in contrast to what she says later about Eric when they're like out to dinner or whatever, and she's like, she hates him. I gotta find it because it's one of my it's one of my favorite bits in the whole one of my favorite little bits in the whole book about like older men.
Oh,
it's on 208. She's talking about Eric, and she says, so sure, an older man is a wonder because he has paid 38 years of Con Ed bills and suffered food poisoning and seen the climate reports and still not killed himself.
Yep.
But somehow, after being a woman for 23 years, after the ovarian torsion and student loans and newfangled Nazis and button-downs, I too am still alive. And actually, this is the more remarkable feat. Instead, I let myself be awed by his middling command of the wine list.
Yep.
I just loved that read.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck
I know. Yeah. I love that read too. Yeah. Of him just being so average.
Yeah. Okay. So we have to do the end of the book because we're like so out of time.
Okay.
Right. Like the day before she's supposed to get kicked out of the house, the scene with the cops happen. They physically assault both the women, or the girl and the woman. The next day, or that night, Rebecca sleeps in her room. She wakes up. She's miscarrying this baby. They go to the hospital. Rebecca pays for everything, knows her birthday, like knows everything about her.
Yeah.
And it is this real moment of like white woman in action.
Yeah.
Then Edie wears a diaper for a while because she's bleeding a lot.
But she wants to cover this up, this Rebecca lady.
She goes up, she gets out.
Yep.
She's done. She gets a job. She gets an apartment.
Yep.
The end.
Yeah.
What do you make of the ending?
Oh my God. and she also paints Rebecca.
Oh, right.
Right.
Rebecca gets nude and she paints her.
Yeah.
In the new apartment.
That Rebecca helped her move into, which is also wild. I loved the ending. I loved that Eric had nothing to do with it, as you said. And I love that it got back to her being an artist because that also gives her the permission to be unhinged, I thought. You know, she was at the very last moment before she got put down for this procedure. She said, no, I'm an artist. And she finally like lived in her truth. She was living her truth in Newark or wherever the hell she was living. That was great. What about you?
I like the ending. I think like because the book built up so much, I was sort of hoping for a more explosive ending and a less sort of like fizzle ending. But I also think it feels right because that's how life is. Like you live this crazy story and then it's like, I got a new apartment and I never saw those people again.
Yes.
And like in 10 years, it'll be like, oh, and then Akilah like friended me on Facebook, which was so weird because I'm not even on Facebook anymore.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's like,
yep.
So I did sort of like that part because it does end up feeling like a story you would tell like at brunch to your friends. Like, did I ever tell you guys about the white people I lived with for a month?
Yeah.
So it started with phone sex with the dad, and it ended with me miscarrying his baby in bed with the mom.
Yeah.
What a story. Or with the wife. So I did sort of like that. I mean, I think like the thing that this book does that's really cool is it is a satire. It is sort of a domestic thriller. It is, you know, sort of like a psychological thriller. Like there's like a lot of genre happening within the book that I think that like Raven Leilani's playing with that I really liked. Yeah. And it leaves you sort of feeling a little bit like disheveled in a way, which I would assume is like, you're sort of like, what did I just read? Which is how I assume that all of those characters would feel that night, that first
after
night
that month.
Edie is gone out of the house or whatever. Like what the fuck? And you know, Rebecca's like, are you done with your little open marriage thing or what's up? Right? Yeah. Like she comes home and she's like, okay, I dropped her off. Like, are you done? Are we done? Did we do your little experiment or what?
Yep.
So I guess I did like the ending. The last thing we have to talk about and what we always talk about is the title and the cover. The book is called Luster. The title is sort of this like side close up of a woman's shoulder back and then a black woman with curly hair, like a fro, kind of shiny. What do you think?
I love it because there's no specific defined curl pattern either.
Yeah.
This could be a lot of different people's hair. And it also seems to be not as manipulated. The curls look very, very natural. Which by the end of the book, I understood why they look like this. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought luster was a word that meant like sex.
Oh, no. It means like
I thought
shine,
of lust.
Right?
Yeah. I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
A friend of mine who didn't like the book asked me what I thought of the title, Soul. And I was like, I don't know. I hadn't thought about it. And she was like, she thought the same thing as me, is that luster like had to do with the word lust.
Oh.
But really it is a glow of reflected light.
Yeah.
I'm just reading the definitions. A glow of light from within, a superficial attractiveness or appearance of excellence, a glass pendant used especially to ornament a candlestick or chandelier, and a fabric with cotton, warp, and a filling of wool, mohair, or alpaca. I don't know. That's I guess a British definition.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, we threw tea in the harbor, so we don't have to do that one. But I mean, it's it's a brilliant title given what the word actually means. I thought it was sort of a weird title given mine being like, oh, it's a book about lust. Like, okay. Because I remember thinking halfway through, I was like, I was hoping for more lust. But now that I understand,
funny.
I mean, I think the like superficial attractiveness or appearance of excellence is such a good like alternate definition. So I ended up really liking it. Also, the cover is shiny, is lustrous. I don't know what the correct word is for that, but like it definitely has that sort of shiny.
It's almost iridescent on the cover as well.
Yeah, it reflects light. It has a sheen. So I liked it. Overall, I think this was a really fun book. Yeah. I was hoping you would hate it so that we could fight about it. But so people at home, you'll have to fight with me and Justine about it in the DMs, I guess, or come to book club. Join the Patreon and come to book club. Yeah.
And if you want to see us fight, we could fight. We fight about The Bachelor.
Yeah. Right. Because you always take the side of the worst humans on these shows. You fucking liked Hannah from Love is Blind.
I'm a Hannah apologist. I'm not team Hannah, but I was a Hannah apologist for sure. I'll wear that t-shirt.
I'm not even want to say her name again. That's how much I hated her.
Most people,
most awful.
People. Yeah.
Anyways, you all can catch Justine wherever you get your reality TV podcasts, aka Two Black Girls, One Rose, and I'll link to everything in the show notes. And make sure you listen to the end of today's episode to find out what our December book club pick will be.
Ooh.
Yeah. Justine, thank you for doing this with me. This was so much fun.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Everybody else, we will see you in the stacks. All right, y'all, that does it for us today. Thank you so much for listening. And thank you again to Justine K for joining the show. All right, drum roll, please. Now it's what you've all been waiting for, the announcement of our December book club pick. We are going to be reading Tacky by Rax King. This is an essay collection. It's funny, it's heartfelt, it's a celebration of pop culture and guilty pleasures that shape who we are. It's all about tackiness, nostalgia, things like the Cheesecake Factory. And I can't wait to read it with you. We'll be discussing the book on Wednesday, December 25th. Yes, Christmas. Tune in next Wednesday to find out who our guest will be for this episode. If you love this podcast and you want to support the work that I do, if you want inside access and really fun perks, head to patreon.com/thestacks and join the Stacks Pack, and check out my newsletter at traceythomas.substack.com. Make sure you're subscribed to the Stacks wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you're listening through Apple Podcasts or Spotify, be sure to leave us a rating and a review. For more from the Stacks, follow us on social media at The Stacks Pod on Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. And you can check out our website at thestackspodcast.com. This episode of The Stacks was edited by Christian Duenas with production assistance from Megan Caballero. Our graphic designer is Robin McCrite, and our theme music is from Tigirigis. The Stacks is created and produced by me, Tracey Thomas.